The final bell rings and you're just in time. You wanna jump on the bus and take a ride. It's time to relax and watch a show or two. Then you'll realize you got homework to do. Now the pencils are down, your brain's about to blow. You gotta chill out, there's just one place to go. You just click play, it's that theme song you know. You're finally here, it's the after school show. Now sit back and enjoy the after school show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the after school show.
Everybody say hi.
Hi!
Okay, we're gonna try not to blow your ears out. We have a different mic set up and we have all three of the kids with us. I say all three as if I don't have 4 kids. But we have 3 kids. Everybody say your name.
Oliver, Meleena,
And Carlin.
And I'm Christian Lee. I'm the dad. Thank you for joining us. Today's episode is on a Tuesday, which means it's powered
by Life of Dad.
That's right. We are excited. Any day we're on the Life of Dad network. On today's show, we're going to be talking about the annoying things your siblings do. We're going to spin the prize wheel, and we're going to show you a cool video of the day, which we do on every show.
Yeah.
So how was everybody's day?
Good. Good.
Did you do anything exciting today, Mac?
Play on the playground.
That's an everyday at school thing, right?
Sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I go in the gym. Sometimes I go in an auditorium.
Okay. Cool story,
That has
girl.
a stage that I sat on before. And it was very fun. I sang a song on it.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for What's in the Box.
What's in the box?
All right.
The clue is super.
All right, we're just jumping into that.
We're just going to jump right in. So every day we have something hidden in this lunchbox, and we give you 3 clues on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And what's today's clue, Ollie?
Super.
Super. Now, if you guess exactly what's in the lunchbox, you win a prize.
I
From
think
the
I
Pretty
know.
Good Prize Locker.
I think I know what's in the box.
So Mike said playground was my best subject in school. And Rihanna says, Rihanna, never know. How old is this little guy? Why don't you tell everybody how old you are?
4.
4 years old.
But
Melina's 9, Carlin's 11.
Maybe 2 times? I think 2 times. Or 3 times.
All right, don't forget you can follow us on Instagram at After School Show.
Yes.
We like to post pictures, videos, a little bit of skateboarding stuff.
Yeah.
That's definitely something we post, so check us out on Instagram. All right, like we said, today somebody said they think it's a Super Mario figure in the lunchbox.
Me too.
We can't tell yet, but it's not.
I'm just joking.
So keep guessing. All right,
I
so
still think it is.
all right, so today
I know what it is.
today is National Siblings Day.
Yeah,
National
it is.
Siblings Day. And what better way to celebrate
What do you do on
National Siblings Day than
What do
to...
you do on it?
This is what we're going to do with it. We're going to talk about what annoys us about our siblings. Now, I'm going to... It's always fun when Mac joins the show. I'm going to go ahead and start because I had a sibling growing up.
Oh,
Your Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen.
So what annoyed me about her was she seemed to get away with things that I got in trouble doing the same thing. So my parents were harder on me before she was a kid because she came after, and then when I would get in trouble for something that later in life she would not get in trouble for. And that drove me crazy. So I guess that's really an annoying thing about my parents, not my kids. Or my sister. All right, Ollie, I'm going to let you go first because I know you want to talk. What is something that annoys you about your brother and sister?
They talk at the same time.
When they talk at the same time. Which is ironic because that's something you do all the time.
But only brother and sister. And when Lexi, Carlin, Mia talk at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And when my baby does doesn't want to hug me.
And that's another thing that annoys
Your
Oliver
baby?
when his baby, his 2-year-old sister, doesn't want to hug him. That's a sweet one. Okay, so everybody online says, "Aww." So when Ollie's sister doesn't want to hug him, that annoys him. And you also told me when your brother and sister argue, that annoys you.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we
that
still
too.
got people. Trevor and Melisandre are guessing what's in the lunchbox. I'm not going to tell you yet.
No one
you're
still
wrong, though.
guesses.
You're somebody said Captain America or a squishy, and they're both wrong. They're both wrong. But the clue is super. All right,
Yeah.
Mia.
Maybe a superhero figure?
Yeah. All right, you gonna let Meleena talk now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna smile at the camera, nice and pretty. Meleena, what is an annoying thing that your brother or sister do?
Well, they burst in the bathroom when I'm trying to take showers.
That's for real life.
That's for real life. Now, do they just burst in to
Really?
look at you in the shower? That's not the point.
Ollie does. CJ just does not to go to the bathroom.
Sometimes I'm in the bathroom when she's going showering.
So you burst in because you just want to be around your sister. Carlin bursts in because he wants to go to the bathroom.
But one
Let
time,
me scoot over a
I
little.
wanted to go to the bathroom, so I burst in.
Okay, I'm going to read what somebody else said. Melanie says, my brother used to throw stuff on the roof. What? Like a pizza, like Breaking Bad style? Once he saw my mom's car across the highway 4 miles away, he would go up and throw my stuff down. That's crazy.
That's bad.
Ray says, my kids can be quite quiet, I think he meant. Start talking, then they all want to talk because one is talking. It goes from quiet and peaceful to World War III in a matter of seconds.
That's funny.
Deanne just says my brother. Like, what's annoying about your siblings? Just everything my brother does, apparently. So, Carlin, you listed off a bunch of stuff. What are a couple things that annoy you about your siblings?
All right, a couple things is when I have to wipe his butt. Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay, now let's just say Ollie's 4. He's
Yeah.
been potty trained. He knows how to do things, but maybe he doesn't get the undercarriage of the car as clean as we want him to.
Yeah.
So you help by wiping. That's true.
Yeah.
Deanne said my brother used to pull my hair, and you also help with the baby.
Yes.
So
I
you
do
wipe
help with the baby.
you wipe her butt as well. What else annoys you about your siblings?
All right, what else annoys me about my siblings is that they want to do everything that I do.
They want to do
And
everything
that's a
you
very
do.
common thing.
Yeah, because you're the older brother.
Yeah.
They want to do what you want to do. They want to be like you. And what's crazy is as a little kid, that annoys you now. But when you get older, you're going to look back on that and go, oh, they wanted to do everything I wanted to do. So that's pretty cool. Martin says he's loving the conversation. I think I already said Deanne said her brother pulled her hair, so that's why. So that deserves a double mention. What's the last thing that you said annoys you?
Well, I can't think of any.
Taking your stuff, you said.
Oh, yes, taking my stuff and hiding it.
which
I
is,
do that.
Which is similar to what a dog would do.
Yeah.
Or a ferret. Hey guys, we're going to be...
I want to tell you something.
What are you going to tell me?
Nyla at my school has ferrets.
Awesome. Tell everybody we're going to be back in 45 seconds.
They're gonna be back in 45 seconds.
Hey, we'll get back to the show in just a second, but I had to tell you about the new Kia Stinger. I got to experience this car with a bunch of my friends, and it checks all of the awesome boxes. It looks cool, it sounds cool, and when you press the gas, it goes. And I didn't have to sacrifice coolness to be a dad and get all of my kids in there. It passes the Costco test. You can get all of the toilet paper in there, all of the paper towels, all of the diapers, all of your groceries, and it's still a sports car at heart. You've got to check out the new Kia Stinger, and thanks to Kia for including me in the new Kia experience. Boy, it was exciting, and I can't wait to get back in one. Check them out. All right, back to the show. All right. So I had an exciting thing lately. I got to go to San Diego and drive around a bunch of Kia Stingers, so I had to talk about it and say thank you. Julio Gonzalez. Here's the thing, Julio. I always feel like I have to add an accent to a name. No offense. When we met Meleena and Carlin, I said, Mileena. I just love that name. So Julio got on this. Says, one dad with 3 minions watching. He's watching you 3 minions with his 3 minions. So it wouldn't be National Siblings Day if we didn't also talk about some things that we loved about our siblings. So if you're watching this right now, I would love to see something, not that annoys you about your siblings, even if you have grown-up siblings, but what are some things that you love about your siblings?
Can I go first?
You can go first. What was the thing that you said you love about your siblings?
Because they love me. But one time, this day, I told my sister her punishment was to play, that she could play my tablet.
Yes, we
But she
told
did.
you were going to tell your little sister what her punishment was, and we said, oh, whatever punishment you give, you're going to have to take. So you quickly said, you get to play my tablet. Let me read
Because I didn't know which one.
Let me read what Ray says. My oldest is going through the same thing. She's the oldest, absolutely hates that her sister always shadows her, follows her. We just tried to explain that she looks up to you and wants to be everything you are. We tried breaking the cycle by putting one in soccer and the other in karate. That happened. Still the same. I agree. One day she'll look back and love that her sister followed her actions. That's the truth. Hey, Mia, what's one thing that you said you loved about your siblings?
Well, I never get bored with 4
Me
of my
hugging you?
siblings, and I get to dress them up.
And
Now, you said that you never get bored with 3, these 3. I guess you meant these 2. I don't know. But you get to dress one up. Do you mean you get to dress all of your siblings up, or just your little 2-year-old sister like she's a doll?
All of them.
You do dress Oliver up sometimes like a pirate.
yeah.
So, Carlin, what is something that you love or adore about your siblings?
Alright, I love that I have them all to play with.
That you always have someone to play with.
Yep.
So, what do you like playing the most with your siblings?
I like playing Tickle Monster.
Until they tickle you too much.
Yeah.
And then you're out.
It's time for the Wheel of Weekends.
Alright, you said
Right
it better
now.
than I said it.
Yeah, Carlin can't say the word weekends very well. He says weekends.
Let's spin the wheel.
Can I spin it?
You can spin it, Mac.
Let's see.
What did it land on?
And it landed on lunch money. That means one of you subscribers out there will be winning pizza from the after school show. But remember, you gotta subscribe to win.
Well, tell them how they can subscribe, Carlin.
Alright guys, you can subscribe at youtube.com/afterschoolshow.
And we just wanted to say thanks again to Life of Dad for having us on this episode, because today's episode was powered
By Life of Dad.
Can we see what's in the box?
No. And we love Life of Dad
When
because...
we're done with our after school show.
Yes, when you're done. We love Life of Dad because they have awesome dad content, but honestly, it's just awesome parenting and family content. They have great resources if you're a new dad and or mom, and they have funny stuff about being a parent, and let's face facts, they're real about parenting. They don't pretend that they have it right, and sometimes they offer up some very hurt and vulnerable stuff because they know that that is also a part of being a parent. Now, here's the cool thing they announced today. A few of the guys that run Life of Dad were able to sell a show to Nickelodeon. So they have now created a TV show, and it's hopefully going to be picked up and showed on Nickelodeon. Man, I'm so happy about that.
I'm excited
I couldn't
to
be
see it.
happier for these
Me
guys.
too.
We'll have to cover it on the What Are We Watching podcast.
Yes.
For sure. Now, Julio says, my 7-year-old said that she likes that her younger sister acts like a cat most of the time since we're not ready for an animal in the house yet. That's interesting. I never thought of, like, when the kids want a dog or a cat, you just go, hey, why don't one of you just act like a dog or a cat? That's so much easier.
Feed me.
All right, I think Ollie's going to go act like a cat somewhere now. But did you have fun on the after school show today, Ollie?
Yes.
All right, if this is your first time watching, usually it's just myself and Carlin or myself and Meleena, but we'd love to have you back
But
Thursday.
one time and me.
That's true.
Because the kids and Lexi and Mom won't hear, only us.
See? It's always a joy to bring OllieMac on the show, and I never want that to change. Thank you for checking out the show. Don't forget to give Life of Dad a big thumbs up and like their page, facebook.com/lifeofdad. If you would care to share an episode of our show, we'd sure appreciate you clicking share. And now, before we leave, it's time for
the video of the day.
Now, if you love siblings, you love The Simpsons, and I love The Simpsons. Well, I have a link in the show notes. If you go to youtube.com/afterschoolshow, scroll down into the show notes, and there's a link to a sibling song, The Sibling Blues, between Bart and his sister Lisa. It's really funny, like all the Simpsons stuff is. So check it out. It's The Sibling Blues. Check it out in the show notes at youtube.com/afterschoolshow.
1 minute,
Alright,
please.
thanks for watching
I want
the
to
show,
say
guys.
something.
Oh, he's got more to say.
All right.
I love my dad, I love my big sister, and I love my little sister, and my big brother, and my mommy, and my uncle.
If that doesn't sum up not only Siblings Day, but Life of Dad and our after school show, I don't know what does. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new show.
Same time next time.
Bye.
Yep, same time next time.
Click here and subscribe to our channel, and click here if you want to watch more awesome videos. Come on, click.
Now sit back and enjoy the after school show.